No, you gotta laugh at this stuff. Even whether it's true or fake, it's still funny. Alright, get on with the angel music. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We've got a doozy for you guys today. The images that you guys are seeing right now were sent in to us by a source named Walter C. Lenz of El Paso, Texas.
Walter C. Lenz? Really? The guy's making a camera and his last name is Lenz. Amazing. My last name is Dishwasher and I'm a waiter.
Who thankfully snapped the images that you're now looking at of what can only be described as a massive three-dimensional cube-shaped UFO, which in the very first image can be seen almost shooting out at a pretty fair rate of speed out of what looks like a massive black hole type portal or opening up within the sky and surrounding clouds. The source states that this black portal or hole in the clouds appeared within a matter of seconds, which is initially what caught his eye and made him do a double take at the clouds as he left his office of employment for lunch at around 1 p.m. noon in El Paso. He said that it began to get very windy out, and he noticed a small portion of clouds begin to swirl and circle in on one another, forming this portal shape, at which point the center of the clouds became jet black.
They're swirling in on each other. That's a 69, you dope.
Now, this is when the source decided to hurry up and pull out his phone for a picture, and at this point, the source had not seen any UFOs, and had simply wanted to image these anomalous cloud formations. But just as he snapped the first image, this massive-looking cube-shaped UFO is caught on the photograph, jetting out of this dark black wormhole-looking manifestation and making its presence known. The source observed the craft, or entity, whatever this thing could be. He watched it move at a steady pace through the
I don't know, did you check the UN prayer room? Because they got a double of it down there.
cloud cover, disappearing into the clouds and for a few short moments breaking back out once again to mystify all those who might be gazing up from below from the events that are transpiring. Walter was able to snap about 7 more images in attempts to catch the object on its exit from one cloud to another, out of which he successfully caught 2 more images of the actual object being visible or partially visible.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that pesky cube back to cause trouble again. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Walter Lenz Show.
Just as it starts to come out of a break in the clouds, which you can see in this second image here. Now, I am personally at a loss for words when it comes to this UFO sighting, because this thing is mind-blowing. And not only do we not know what it is it a craft? Is it an entity from another?
What do you mean you don't know what it is? Obviously, you've never been to my page.
Another dimension? Is it a probe sent here by a higher intelligence in another galaxy? Questions like these that come up from amazing UFO sightings caught on camera like this, or why we do what we do.
Remember 2001 Space Odyssey? They found the one on the moon, and then they found the one on Saturn, and they kept saying the same thing. It's full of stars. Well, stars are fallen angels.
But not only do we have these 3-dimensional cubes in these images, that, by the way, after some analysis, has what look to be intricate designs spanning its entire surface, but also the fact that in this sighting, and not hardly found in many others, is evidence of a portal or a dimensional wormhole that gives us data and evidence as to how these alien craft move around, how they get here from wherever they came from. The very fact that this UFO arrived by jumping through a suddenly appearing black hole in the sky leads us to believe that this isn't man-made. Sorry guys, I know a few of you refuse to believe that any UFO isn't man-made, but I think we can safely rule out some army grunt punched behind the wheel of this thing. No, this thing looks far beyond our understanding. The third image that was taken, which you can see now, that is by far the best of the 3 images probably because it captures this craft in its entirety.
It's the same picture of the monolith that was in 2001 Space Odyssey at the beginning when everything was nice and calm, and then that thing showed up and everybody started killing each other.
For the few brief moments that it came out of the cloud and was freely moving quietly through the air as our source watched it.
Hang on a second. There's another thing flipping around up in the sky. Hang on. See that thing right there? That thing's been circling the Earth for like, I don't know, 20,000 years or something. I can't remember the name of it, but nobody seems to know what it is. And for whatever reason, you know, it's probably bullshit, but, you know, this seems to fall along the same lines.
disbelief before finally disappearing back into the clouds, never to be seen again. Well, not by this source at least, but do stay tuned because we have a second source who is about a mile down the road who also captured an image of this thing as it came towards her. And in a new email sent in to us while we were in the middle of researching this first sighting, a woman also clouds. Another advantage of using the clouds for cover for these types of unknown craft is basically the fact that no one would believe you if you ran up and told them what you saw, because you'd simply be laughed at and pegged as someone who just saw an odd shape in the clouds. And
Really? Because I've been making videos about this shit for what, 7 years now?
it was all in their head. But thankfully, we live in the age of technology and can have images and footage like this that our sources can hold high and can let the evidence speak for itself.
Well, like I said, if it's fake or it's real or whatever, you know, it's still funny that, let's see. Oh, look, no comments. No comments to display. See, this is what I mean about how goofy this shit is. Looky here. 14,000 views. No comments to display. That means that somebody sat down and put this together today, right here, or yesterday. You're not going to have 14,000 views and not one comment. Because, see, watch, let's see, see? I'm going to type in dope right there. And I put dope, good one, nego. There you go. Oh, I forgot to put Southside. Wait. Southside. There you go. So I'm the first one to comment out of 14,000 people. That's why you know this is bullshit. There you go. There's my seal of approval. Dope. Good one. Good one, nego. Southside. So, yeah, you can all have a laugh on it because that's what I'm doing.